enjoying a little social media viewing ourselves of poor Adam McGill, man. I can't believe he did that to social media from the GNCC. Hey, gate down on, oh, mercy sakes alive. These little fellers are flying everywhere out there as we're off and rolling in the 4 to 6 limited class. This is the B of the ABCs of 50cc racing. Jesse James Shedden out of Rosamond, California on the 86 Cobra, grabbing the early lead in this one, and the Bell Helmets Whole Shot Award. Yeah, we don't have the paperwork on this one right now, so it's going to be tough for us to make the race calls on it, but we'll try to sort them out as much as we can. We know that Jesse James Shedden, though, is that leader on board the number 86 to kick things off. Actually, he got the whole shot. Now we got a new leader in the 56 machine.
And that number 14 machine trying to work his way around the outside, trying to make the track shorter right now, getting his way up into the position to make possible pass for second place right now. The number 14 trying to work his way up there. These guys now coming back into the back section, now through the shadows. So it's a going to be an interesting time. Whoa, right now we see a bobble. These guys coming through that big sweeper in the back. Number 18, number 14 actually sticking that foot down, getting stuck in a rut just a bit, but able to maintain it, reel it back in as they work their way back in through the end of Storyland, coming back out into the sunshine, headed for that sand section.
Here's where the battle is, though, Matt. I think it's going to be for that second place position, at least here in the first lap of racing, as this thing just continues to intensify out here. Jesse James Shedden, who is now second place position with that 14, but look out, coming behind, a little mistake by the 14 machine, and now all of a sudden that 93 machine is, uh-oh, down goes the leader. Leader is down, and Shedden gets the gimme on that, and Jesse James is back out front leading the gang.
Yeah, that quick with these small wheels, Rodney. Anything like that can take control, take hold of that front end, and the result is you end up on the deck right now. But these guys, look at this. Out front, taking advantage of the situation. Jesse James Shedden trying to take full advantage of it, trying to put some distance between him and the rest of these 51cc guys as he makes his way around that big sand sweeper. Going to work his way down into that left-hander. Going to be curious to see how he negotiates that turn down. There's several big ruts. How's he going to play it? Very smart, right in between those two biggest ruts, and second and third follow him through there. Battle for fourth starting to develop right now. Taking a look at the timing and scoring as these guys come through.
Jesse.
That is Seth Dennis in the second position behind Jesse James Shed. Looks like Brandon Eade now, Rodney, in that third position, only 1.4 seconds back, but the real battle for that fourth position.
Yes, it is a real battle for that fourth position. Also, Myles McCarty, that fifth place ride, is one putting on Reese Seba, the 66 in sixth, and seventh is the 70 of Hogan Mims. Checking back just a little bit further. Look at the battle that's going on right now. Cole Bleacha is trying to put the pressure on Brandon Eade, that 14 machine, or actually the 25. That's Myles McCarty putting the pressure on Bleacha, I guess. I thought that Bleacha had reeled in Eade there for just a moment, but that's not the case right now as we check that out.
Making the pass and making it stick there as well. So these guys, wow, using every inch of racetrack, Rodney. As I said, the shadow's starting to grow longer there in the back, and these guys right now going to have a hard time really focusing on some of those ruts. Going to look a lot different, and with a 10-inch wheel, holy cow, man. Big trouble in some of those ruts if you don't get lined up.
Big trouble for sure, and big battling going on the track right now as the 86 of Jesse James is feeling the pressure now from the 39 machine. Is that the 86? And we got the pass being made right there, looking like it was about ready to be made now. So, wow, man, I mean, this rider moving up through the pack and already attacking as we head into Storyland right now. If I'm not mistaken, this is the battle for the lead. As I see that
yeah, this is our race right now out
Myles
front, Rodney.
McCarty has really moved ahead.
Look at this. Big move on the outside, trying to keep that momentum up. looks like Jesse James still able to answer right now, though. Keeping this thing alive right now. These guys trying to keep it on 2 wheels right now, but trying to pull away from the rest of the pack. Once again, these guys going in and out of the shadows, but with Jesse James Shedden answering the call each and every time.
Well, Seth Dennis was a Moto 1 winner as we get some of the results rolling in now out of Port St. Lucie, Florida. He opened up in the second place position, but already that 39 machine that we have seen working up to the pack, Myles Mccarty, he finished 5th in Moto number 1, and he seems to be showing the most aggression here in this second Moto, like maybe he got the kinks worked out in that first Moto, and he's ready to come out here and try to make things happen. Another rider we'll be watching out for is the 56 machine, who got the second place position in this race. We don't see him right now so much a factor in, well, even all the way through the top 10. So, wow, big change there for that rider. As far as Brandon Eade, the 14 machine, he took a 17th place finish in Moto number 1. The 86 of Jesse James Shedden out there, he took an 11th place finish in Moto number 1. So, wow, some big differences here in this second Moto as opposed to Moto 1, I believe.
Man, you used the word intensity, though. Thank you much, Ehab. Much better with that glare on the monitor. You mentioned the intensity level. Look at these guys right here, not letting off. These guys keeping that same distance here for the past 2 laps. The man on the move right now, trying to get out and make a break for it, is Seth Dennis out front, having just about
wow.
7 seconds?
Yeah, and he turned a 10-second faster lap than the rest of the field out there. He had a 3:20. Actually, Myles Mccarty, the third-place ride, had a 3:19, but Jesse James had a 2:30 in second, and the fourth-place ride of Cole Bleka had a 3:26. So right now, Myles Mccarty and Seth Dennis seem to be the quicker of the two, at least out on that second lap of racing.
Man, these guys all over each other.
We got things happening out there as we've got that second place position battle really heating up. Now Myles Mccarty trying to get around the 86 of Jesse James Shedden, and he does as they go under the Red Bull arch there and heading down the short chutes. These used to be 2 straightaways. Now they are mogul sections for these youngsters heading into the Cometic Gaskets Bowl turn before the GoPro 10 Commandments.
And did it on the long way around too, my man. Came through there, never shut off, and used that momentum one more time. Look at this, new race on our hands.
It's Dennis, Shedden, McCarty, Bleka, Brandon Eade in the number 5 spot. Hogan Mims in 6th. In 7th will be Kai Morgan. 8th is Brenner Lemons. 9th spot, Madden Jones. And rounding out the top 10, 7 Henderson up from 11th after that first lap.
The 93 machine of Seth Dennis, so right now trying to just trying to make everything he can of it. Almost 8-second lead. Last time around about 7.5, up to almost 8 seconds right now. Dennis, understanding the urgency right now, knows exactly what time it is and what he has to do.
Well, the battle really seems to be still. Back for the number 2 spot is Jesse James Shedden, and Myles Mccarty continue to go at it with about a second to a second and a half separating them according to the clock. But you look visually, it seems to be a little bit closer. And speaking of close, folks might be getting close tonight at the Promise. We've got DJ Double Cheese in the house with us tonight. It's going to be a part of the action that's coming up. We got Silent Disco and the Prom. DJ Double Cheese, man, how's it going, bud? Welcome out to Loretta Lynn's, man.
Thank you. It's great to be here. Great to be here.
What do you make of this spectacle, Cheese?
Unbelievable. I've never been here, and it's a week long of agony of the weather and all the things that you have to deal with.
All right, still looks like this time around, lap number 2, Seth Dennis still making it happen up and over that Rocky Mountain, as they call it, working their way back through into the infield. Myles Mccarty, though, showing us right now a 3:19 possible on lap number 2.
Cole Bleka, look at this, getting around the 86 now, Jesse James Shedden. So Jesse's under all kinds of pressure here on this lap of racing. Heading to the heart of this race course now, and looks like Cole has moved ahead now.
I tell you, these kids moving so quick and making such fast moves, Roddy, tough to keep track of them, and really need to count on our spotters and our timing and scoring system. But
yeah,
I mean, tell you,
even watching that one, you know, at the end of that last lap, it kind of looked like things were going to settle into pace there for a little bit. But then I got to thinking, these are 50cc riders, and you can't necessarily bank on something like that happening.
I'm amazed at how quick they're able to cover such large amounts of ground and close the distance and the gap on each other. So maybe it's a small mistake. Maybe it's just a burst of anxiety or adrenaline or something. But these guys, man, really putting themselves in different positions on the track like seasoned veterans.
They are. It amazes me how they do look like seasoned veterans at this level and only in the 50cc classes. And while we watch this continue to unfold, DJ Double Cheese, I got to ask you at the prom and the side, battle for the lead coming on, so we'll get back with that. Look at that. This one snuck right up on us. Myles Mccarty all over the 93 now. Seth Dennis says this is a two-way shootout for the #1 spot, and this could be ultimately for the national championship possibly between these two when it's all said and done. We're going to have to obviously wait.
Look at this. Holy cow. Stuck it in there, kept it tight in that right-hander, Rodney, and I can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
Threaded the needle, and on the outside comes Seth Dennis to repass him coming out of that Ten Commandment section heading into Storyland. So there's a couple of lead changes taking place, and don't be surprised to see Myles Mccarty back out into this front of this one again as we continue to roll through Storyland. The stories begin to unfold, and these could be some tall tales by the time it's all said and done.
New chapters being written in Storyland right now as these guys ride to impress. These guys letting it all hang out right here. No hesitations or reservations by these guys. One position for all of them out front. Holy cow.
I can't believe how intense it has been basically since the drop of the gate. We saw it in the 7 to 8 year old division there a few moments ago, and now we're witnessing it here in the 4 to 6 year old division. These kids came here to race this weekend. They've got a mission statement that they made to their parents coming into this one. Many of them you may not even realize, understand what the importance of this is, but believe me, folks, they honestly do know why they're here.
Wow, no doubt about that. You know, they've lived for this. They've thought about this since last year. Maybe for some of them it is their first year, so it's been the big goal, the big carrot dangling in front of them all season long. So here it is. It's go time, and amazing how well they understand the task at hand.
Seth Dennis, Myles McCarty battling for the #1 spot. Brandon Eade has made it up to the #3 spot. Cole Blecka, that's one rider we need to keep an eye on, I believe. Also, Jesse James Seddon dropping back to 5th now. So we got Hogan Mims in 6th. Brenner Lehman's in 7th. Micah Carter in 8th. We got Madden Jones in 9th. And then 7 Henderson still rounding out the top 10 after 3 laps of racing complete.
All right, looks like our leaders one more time. Rodney coming back right below the timing and scoring tower right here. Oh, holy cow. Is that McCarty that did get hung up right there?
So I believe McCarty might have lost a little bit of time there, which will give Dennis the opportunity.
Checkered flag is out.
This one is in the history books as they'll be heading down to the podium. We'll see Seth Dennis, Myles McCarty, Brandon Eade, Cole Blecka, and Jesse James Seddon rounding out the top 10 or 5.
You know, Rodney, well, we got a few moments here while our riders are making their way down to the podium. DJ Cheese, I got to tell you, you're known as an innovator, a trendsetter, basically being ahead of your time. And one example of that, being ahead of your time, I heard you went viral before there was ever such thing as an internet. I mean, can you tell us a little about that, man? How does one go about doing such an amazing feat?
Well,
how does that happen?
Well, I took some antibiotics and everything came out well. So
I thought accomplishments like that were reserved for the likes of Jason Wygant and other greats. You know, being able to leap forward in time like that, just an absolute amazing feat.
Wow, look at the cuteness on the podium right now, Seth Dennis. That is adorable right there. There's no doubt about that. And, again, while we're making this happen and getting things ready to go down there, DJ Double Cheese, I got to ask you, what is silent disco? Can you tell the folks?
Well, silent disco is where the guests put on headsets, and then they have the option of listening to one of 2 DJs. And so my goal is to obviously win the battle, and I'll be winning the battle because I'll be playing some line dances, some old school, some current dance stuff, maybe a little country. But one thing's for certain, the hokey pokey and the chicken tans will be going down because we make them look silly.
Hey, I don't know if it's smart to show your hand, DJ Cheese. I mean, you know, that's insider information right there, son.
I got a lot of tricks in my pocket. I think I'll be the winner.
I think you'll be all right, too. So at the end of 4, it's Dennis, McCarty, Eade. That's going to be your top 3 on the podium. Blecka, Shedden, Hogan, Mims in 6th. 7th is Micah Carpenter. Layman's holds on for 8th. 9th is Madden Jones. 7 Henderson will get the nod for 10th place. And I believe we are gearing up for the podium presentation down there where our own Kevin Kelly has made his way to celebrate with these young 51 4 to 6-year-old riders.
You are right, Don. The number 93 of Seth Dennis. Dude, you got it. Put that around your head, man. Around that cool, elusive gloves hat you got there. Seth Dennis, look at that. Look what I got, Mom. Cool, man. All right, Seth, how did you do it? You got the gold medal. How'd you do this?
It was really hard to get through the ruts. You had to really lean it over. It was really hard to get through the track, but it's muddy.
Man, I bet it was. But those tires look like they were hooking up pretty good for you, huh?
Yep.
Did you have fun?
Yes.
I got a question for you. When you're riding on that racetrack and somebody yells, can you hear them and do you look over at them?
Yes.
You do. You just look over. Somebody's cheering for you like, hey, man, thanks, dude. That's cool.
Yep.
Awesome job. So did you win the first Moto too?
Yeah.
Oh, man, you're going into that third and final Moto. You might win a championship. Are you pumped?
Yeah.
Hey, I guess you know your dad raced here back in '94 on one of these Cobras, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's pretty cool. So we got 2 generations that have done it. You think you could beat your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't waste any time answering that question. Hey, Seth, who do you want to thank? You got some cool sponsors?
My mom, my dad, my sister, my cheering down, Answer, 45 Zine, the Elusive Gloves, Scott, Cobra Moto, MCO Suspension, Rad and Mix, Moto Vest, and Moto Tape.
Man, that's awesome. Hey, are those your permanent teeth? Have you ever lost a tooth?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? So you've gone through that. You believe in the tooth fairy and all that stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, man. One more time, let's hear it for Mr. Seth Dennis. Good job, man. He's got those cool Elusive Gloves, the Elusive Gloves hat. Justin Brousseau is right here from Elusive Gloves. Donald Soley, his trainer. He's got the whole program, man. He's got everybody in his corner. Looking good, Seth Dennis. Got the paparazzi. His Instagram people, I guess, Greg Brotman over here knocking them down as well. Greg, good work out there. All right, let's bring our second place finisher. Where are you at? Myles Mccarty. Come on up, dude. Let's talk to Myles Mccarty. Let's see what this little guy's got to say. Man, he's got a little patch on his eye there. Come on up here, dude. What do you think, Myles? How you feel about a second place finish? Ladies and gentlemen, Myles Mccarty. Come on up here, man. Let's talk about it. What happened to your eye, man? Did you get in a fist fight over there?
No, it's just when I got you, I slipped on the trailer tongue, hit my eye on it.
No way. You already got hurt before you even rode a dirt bike, huh?
Yeah.
Well, hey, you're doing pretty good. You got this cool-looking scar. Girls are going to dig scars later on. That'll be important. Maybe not now, but later on it'll be important. But tell me about that race. Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
What'd you do out there? Did you fall? Did you crash? Have some good battles?
I had a good battle.
Yeah, who'd you battle with? Any you know the guy's name?
No, but I think it's 95.
You think it's number 95? Maybe it's that dude right there, huh? You finished second. Maybe it was that guy. You got any cool sponsors you want to thank?
JL5, Power Sports, and Cowboy.
Where are you from, dude?
Iowa.
Iowa, another little kid from the Midwest, man. Good job. Is that all your sponsors? You want to thank some more? Do you want any sponsors? If you could have another sponsor, who would it be?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's a tough question. It's too many to list. All right, buddy, hold that medal up one time. Let Mom and Dad see that big old grin. That is Myles Mccarty, number 39. He finished second. He even fell on a trailer, cut his eye open. That ain't going to stop this guy. He got himself a medal. Let's bring our third place finisher, Brandon Eden. Come on up here, Brandon Eden. Where you at, Eden? There he is. Look at this little fellow. Whoa, don't fall, Brandon. He came charging at me. Brandon, you like you play football. You brought some speed up there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for Mr. Brandon Eden. Come on up here. Don't be afraid. Come here. Come right here. Stand right there, young man. There you go. Put that around your head. You got that cool Matt Walker Moto X compound hat. Hey, is Matt Walker helping you out pretty good?
Yeah.
Did he help you with a start?
Uh-huh.
Does he tell you what to eat?
No.
Doesn't tell you what to eat. What about when to go to bed?
No.
What about how to hit a jump?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Well, what's Matt Walker taught you?
Riding in ruts, focusing on switching out lines when someone's down and stuff.
Wow, that's pretty advanced stuff there. Did you use some of that out on the racetrack when you were racing?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Did you have fun?
Uh-huh.
What you going to do tonight after you're done with this? You going to go get in the creek, maybe cook yourself a steak or something?
Sure.
Going to cook himself a steak. That's pretty awesome. Do you have some awesome sponsors you'd like to thank?
Yeah, Chop Cobra, Alias, Pro Tape, Dunlop, DT1 Air Filters, Pro Tape, Alias, Factory Backing, and Leah.
Awesome job. Let's hear it for our third place finisher, Brandon Eade. Good job, man. Nice work, buddy. All right, we're going to bring our Whole Shot Award winner. Where are you at, young man? Where's that big old check? There it is. We're going to bring up Jesse James. Come on up here, Jesse. The Whole Shot man, Jesse Shedden. Come on up. Come on, buddy. Let's grab that, and let's talk about that whole shot. How did you get the whole shot? Come on up here. Stand right there, my man. Tell me about that whole shot. How'd you do it?
It's because, when the board goes sideways, you, hold your gas a little, and when the gate drops, you go.
That's how you get a whole shot. So those of you out in the pits that are wondering how you get the whole shot, you hold the gas a little. When the gate drops, you go. That's awesome. You got some sponsors you want to thank?
My mechanic and my team JJR, Pax Racing, NOS Suspension, Dunlop, Mecha Metal, Cobra, Factory Backing, O'Neill, Liette, and all my other sponsors. Thank you.
Awesome job. Let's hear it one more time for Jesse James. Hold that check nice and high. Good job, buddy. Got those sponsors on lockdown too, man. That's a lot to remember, man. You're only like 6 years old. We'll toss it back up to the tower, boys.